we're the Stitch Sisters, and we're bringing you a video tonight live from one of our sewing classes at Sodbury Sewing School. So if we move out the way,
say hello, ladies.
See some eager beavers.
They're doing their tracing on their applique, and we'll tell you all about that in a minute.
Tonight we're making Campervan cushions. Oh, here we go.
It's one I made earlier.
Blue Peter moment. So we will bring you some footage as we go and show you how everyone gets on at the end.
Right, okay, so what I did on mine was I've gone for the traditional campervan shape and the traditional look with the paler fabric on the top and then the coloured on the bottom. I decided to go with this this really patterned fabric for the main body, but I didn't want anything too patterned on the bottom, so I went for a plain colour. I do have some plain colours which are good for the bumper, but you're welcome to go for a pattern if that's what you like. It's entirely up to you. Pulled the pattern up again and just matching the yellow and pulling the yellow out of this bit here and went for the windows because they are separate, and with them being in the white at the top, with the cream at the white, it really makes it stand out. And then we've just got black for the tires, which I think works really well. And as I said to some of you, we've gone for a button instead of a VW sign because the VW sign was just horrendous to even cut out, never mind applique. So button jars will be coming out later, and you can have a scramble for some buttons.
If you want to, you could applique it at home. I'm not applique it, embroider
it at home.
You can
hand embroider it
if you wanted
so you could
to.
draw it on, and with like pearl cotton you could just sew it on. But it was way too complex to try and applique. The problem is that by the time we get the button jars out, you will want to put all the buttons on the campervan. So I will at some point restrict you and go, Barbara, that's 20 buttons, that's enough, okay? Step away from the button jar. So I'll get the fabrics out. If you want to put your machines on the floor just so you've got more room to kind of pass them round, that would be great. Okay. Sharon's trying to steal it, but that's okay.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. So you can have a good rummage. If there's anything you really want, and if it's in my stash and you really want a colour that's not there, I'm very happy to get something out for you. So. So the best thing to do, I think, is start with a couple that are easy, because it does take you a while to get your hand in before you get good at it. And what I'm talking about avoiding is doing the wing mirrors until you've had a couple of goes at something. So what I suggest that you do is this lovely straight line that comes down here and then comes across the top of the bumper and comes back up. So I would start with that. And then you could maybe do the windows, because those are coming right the way around and back on themselves again. You will need to do a little reverse or tie your threads off at the end, especially this one where you're starting and finishing, but you are stitching again on top of it. So bear in mind that's going to secure it even more. But I would do the straight line. So if you do come down and go across that top line, you can then come and do this curved piece and come and do that separately and the wheels separately. I would leave the top bit until last, because you just get better at it the more that you do it. If you're zigzagging, the other thing to remember is that the slit that's in the middle of your foot is where your needle will zigzag on and off. So if you line the edge of the fabric up with that slit, you will perfectly go either side of the fabric. Okay, so that's a little tip. And I had a lady doing cartwheels today because she was so happy because everything was working perfectly. So I would do that, and that will help you stay on track. But pick your stitches and then we'll start getting them sewn on.